Look at this. This isn't the French Riviera. This is Palermo, Sicily, 70 years ago. They called it the Conca d'Oro, the Golden Shell. It was a paradise of citrus groves and European elegance. Now look at it. This wasn't a war. A bomb didn't hit the street. The Mafia did. We usually talk about Cosa Nostra killing people, but in the 1950s, they committed a different kind of murder. They killed the city itself. They took one of the most beautiful capitals in Europe and turned it into a concrete cage. This is a story. The sack of Palermo. And a man who did it, it wasn't a hitman holding a gun. It was a politician holding a pen. Welcome back to the files. Today we aren't looking at the crime scene photos, we're looking at building permits. Because in the world of Cosa Nostra, cement is just as valuable as heroin. If you want to understand how the
Corleonesi.
clan took power, you have to understand the concrete. Post-World War II, Palermo is damaged. And people need houses, but the Mafia sees a gold mine. If they can control the construction, they can wash the dirty money from the heroin trade and turn it into clean apartments. Enter two men, Salvo Lima, the mayor,
And Vito Ciancimino.
the assessor for public works. C. Camino was the son of a barber from Corleone. He was crude, violent, and brilliant. He knew that if you control the zoning laws, you own the city. Here's how the scam worked. It was laughably simple. If an honest builder wanted a permit, denied, delayed, lost in the mail. But if a mafia-fronted company wanted to build a cheap, unstable high-rise in the middle of a historical park, approved right away.
In a furious blitz of paperwork, they rubber-stamped over 4,000 building licenses.
But here's the catch. They didn't issue these licenses to major construction firms. They issued 2,500 of them to three separate pensioners. One was a bricklayer, one was a coalman. These guys didn't have a dime. They were ghosts. Fronts for the Mafia clans who were actually pouring the concrete. The defining moment of this tragedy happened in 1959. This is the Villa Diella, designed by Ernesto Baisley, the Frank Lloyd Wright of Sicily. It was a protected historical landmark, a jewel of the art, but the land it sat on was worth billions. The owners wanted to sell. The city council, led by our friends, Lima,
Ciancimino.
they had to approve the demolition. The approval was rushed through the system so fast, the Historical Preservation Office didn't even have time to object. They didn't wait for the paperwork to dry. In the middle of the night, the bulldozers arrived. They smashed the villa. By the time the preservationists woke up, the masterpiece was gone. Today, a hideous concrete block stands in its place. This is the legacy of the sack.
They erased culture to park cars and launder cash.
The result was a disaster. The Golden Shell was paved over, and the apartments, they were death traps. Built with depowered concrete, too much sand, not enough cement, so the mob could skim more profit. Eventually got caught. He became the first politician explicitly convicted of working for the Mafia. But the damage was done. You can't unpour concrete. Sack of Palermo teaches us something important. The Mafia isn't just about the guys who pulled the trigger, it's about the guys who signed the papers. They stole the soul of the city, and they did it right in front of everyone. If you enjoyed this look into the files of Cosa Nostra, hit that like button. It helps us keep the lights on. I'll see you on the next one. Thank you. Stay tuned.